Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I am Nerdarchist Ted, and today we're going to play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. You can jump down to the description below where you can find links to all of these amazing people when they're not over here on Nerdarchy. But here we're going to do some Under the Dome, our game set in a post-apocalyptic fantastic future where chaos reigns supreme, and we're going to try our hand at a little bit of political intrigue. A combat light game. Players have been working with an archmage and having some thoughts about working against. So last session, they decided to have a conversation with Archmage Riven Soltor, not only one of the 5 major archmages of the city, but they're in fact a benefactor who broke them out of prison and sent them a number of tasks to pay for their freedom. After having dealt with a drug dealing alchemical gang, whatever you want to call them, the party had to deal with a fungal outbreak, symbiotes, and the firestorm that followed. In so doing, they didn't like how Riven dealt with his business, so they decided to confront him, expecting a bit of confrontation or maybe even some off-puttedness. He was fully kind and expected their appearance, reminded them that they still owed 2 tasks. They settled back on their heels and decided to take the second task to find the Thorn Mother, the leader of the Gilded Blossom. After a brief conversation, and those that decided to drink the tea received a little perk. They descended back down into the remains of Smokebed to find out what kind of clues they might be able to ascertain as to where the Thorn Mother might have went. This is where the party decided to split. Some began following clues and found their way into the district of Balmaro and heard of a place called the Workshop, a unknown mechanical building that just seemed a little off. Others decided to follow the trail of Vestus, the ironsmith that was slightly befriended, possibly taken over, and fled when the party was dealing with the fungal outbreak. So we'll rewind back to the conversation with Riven for just a moment. Rill, as you stood back watching the conversation that your companions had with this archmage, and without forcing any actual narrative or any reveal of your part and history with Riven, at one point in time in the conversation, he said there is tea. Some of your party opted to drink, some did not.
Yeah.
Would Rill have broken the tea?
Absolutely not.
All right. Well, then it matters not.
I said, man is paranoid. Have you met me?
Absolutely. I just wanted to give you, the player, the choice.
Oh no,
as
I
to whether or not.
appreciate it, but like I gotta stay true to my character. He absolutely wouldn't have drank any strange tea. What? Okay, thank you, Rowan. I'm being funny in a minute. I'm gonna stop talking now.
So for those of you who did mark on your sheet what drinking the tea meant, make sure those of you who haven't already consumed the little bit of perk, that you make note to be able to use that. So who is in the party that is following Vestus? Is it just Bobby?
I think
Or was somebody with you?
I think I would as well, being honest.
Well, so no, because I think me and Carlos were together.
Yeah, it was Jelena and Doris went to find Vestus. I don't remember
Okay.
what Kane did, though.
Well,
Kane went with
Oh,
Dave.
yeah, we are
because
all
might
trying
have
to
been
find
muscle
Vestas.
needed.
Yeah, we were all trying to find Vestas. You just took a different approach.
Right.
You followed the tracks. We
Yeah, you
went to
guys are
actually
tracking.
go.
We went to the ghetto.
We
Yeah.
went to the hood and started asking questions.
So I guess Robin, I don't know where Robin's at or if Robin's coming in later, but like,
so where?
we're
No,
uneven.
Rill would have been with you guys. So would Rill have been more interested in following tracks or in having conversations?
I think following tracks. I think the other PCs in this particular campaign are a bit more talkative. My guy is KG. He's
Okay, sure.
good at spotting stuff.
All right. So Doris, Jelena, and Rill are in one party. The others are in, well, the other. Ironically, unbeknownst to each other, you both both parties are led towards the workshop. From the outside, the workshop looks nothing more than a squat, rust-stained building sunk slightly into the earth, pipes running from its flanks like ribs poking through flesh. The locals seem to avoid it. They say that the hum that comes from within isn't purely mechanical. Most think it's another dead facility from the early days of Balaria. So, from either side of this large building, the door that you see, it's clear. It's an indication of a method of entrance or egress, but nothing seems to be like a handle. Nothing seems to be like a knob. What do you guys do?
I guess we would want to search for whatever the mechanism is for activating it.
All right, so somebody from each party, if you want to give me a perception check.
All right, let me just
Jelena, would you like assistance?
I can.
I know you're wiser than me.
Let me-
I
I
figured
was,
Dolores would be wiser
sharing our
being
link
older.
here.
I have a 16 wisdom.
Or we make perception or investigation.
I'll allow either.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Woo!
Well, I got a nat 4, making it an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a healthy bonus.
I was
Um,
worried because of the B and D&D Beyond. I
Mm.
thought it was a what?
Sure. All right.
Oh.
So, Jelena, as you examine this door, the first thing that you realize is there's a faint vibration that seems to be coming off of the building. And you don't really sense it until your fingers lightly touch the outline as you kind of begin investigating, looking at this thing. As soon as your fingers touch it, the vibration ceases. And it's as if the building itself just gradually diminishes. As if somehow the building was like sucking in a breath.
What a buzzkill.
Ha!
So, do we hear this? Do we hear that it stops vibrating?
You
I
didn't
would relay
detect.
it.
Jelena's in a different party.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jelena, Doris, and Rill are at another entrance to this building. Hannibal, Buzz, and Kane are at another location. But the doors are very similar, in their design. So you don't pick up on the vibration or the slight decrease in size. But as you investigate and literally make physical contact, the faintest little click sounds, and the door opens.
What did you
So
find?
I'm very
dear?
superstitious and skeptical. The door clicked open, but it vibrated it and felt like it was sucking in. I don't know a lot about like traps and magic, but it's weird. Is it dark in there?
The door clicked and opened like the slightest fraction. You would have to push it open to see what the interior looks like.
Okay, but there's like no light coming through the crack.
No, nothing
Okay.
that stands out.
I am not interested in touching it.
I can go in first. I have means of moving very quickly if I need to. And so Doris will walk right through the door.
All right, so you push the door open. Does anyone open the door in the other party?
Oh, it opened for both of us.
As soon as both parties touched, the door clicked and it just swung in a fraction of an inch, as if it was allowing you entrance.
Yeah.
I guess the only question is between me and Kane, who has the lowest wisdom?
Oh, I'll go because
Yeah, I guess.
dumb
I
as
have-
rocks, right?
I have
But
barely
that's-
10 wisdom. So if your wisdom's lower, I'm like, hey, buddy,
Oh,
go on
well,
ahead.
we just leveled up. I try to give myself some wisdom since investigation is very important here. But
So-
it's still dumb. But I'll brute strength. I'll push the door open.
So as you look inside, the hallways pulse with a faint bioluminescence. The walls ripple as though taking a slow breath. As you step inside, you feel watched, not by eyes, but by something else. Possibly the entire building is focusing on you.
Is this building a creature? I'm saying that out loud, probably just barely audibly for Jelena and Rel.
Whereas Kane, on the other hand, will walk in and go, something feels weird, but have no clue what's going on.
I think I heard someone say something.
So is it like flesh walls and flesh floor? Is that like, are we doing like Baldur's Gate 3 Illithid ship stuff?
I have not played Baldur's Gate 3, but you're not too far off. As if this place is a mixture of flesh and stone.
I have
Okay.
a question. I don't
Yes,
know
sir.
I don't know the distance between us, but between the two separate parties. But outside asking in, just trying to check something. Is it fair to say, or not fair to say, I might have been able to hear Dolores saying, "Is this building alive?" or might have heard something or somebody.
I would say you did not hear that.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
I'll come back to the door.
Sure.
Jelena, Rill, it's almost as though it's some sort of biofusion. Much like how you have the flesh-warped people, but in reverse, an object infused with, well, sort of like Buzz, I suppose, but less sentient maybe, hopefully.
So is this like the first experiment or trial?
Perhaps. It is lit. There's bioluminescent elements to it. But that's not to say it couldn't use a little more light, should circumstances heat up. And she
yeah.
gives Jelena that knowing look.
Fire.
So the walls seem kind of fleshy. Is that what I'm hearing?
They seem to be a mixture of flesh and stone. Every so often, there's pieces of metal. There's machinery. You can hear just a faint bit of industrial process happening somewhere within the building, but it's so faint you can't ascertain a specific direction within.
I pull my dagger and say we should be on our guard. This area gives me not good vibes.
Ted, I
Does
have a
it-
question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Yes.
Dave.
I was just gonna say, does it kind of like give vibes of when like the people were just like melting with various inanimate objects?
There is some reminiscence to that, but it's faint. It doesn't look. It's not like the same fungal spread. It looks more complete, more its own thing. Make an Arcana check for me.
I can do that.
If you have alchemy,
I do.
go ahead and roll with advantage then.
All right. So far we're sitting at a 15 because I rolled like shit again. It did not get better. So 15.
Okay. Possibly, the what is here might have inspired the fungal bloom that you saw. As if like you could gather this comes first, or this came first.
Like a prototype.
Yes.
So what my question was being a wood elf from this dome that has like a lot of plant infused with like non-organic material like glass and stone and stuff like that. Is this flesh specifically like myconid mushroom type flesh, or is it more like animal flesh, right? Because like those things can be similar but not necessarily, and bioluminescence leads me to believe maybe plant elements.
Definitely more animal than plant, but
Okay.
maybe like a 70-30 mix, enough to kind of allow the bioluminescence to move in, but it is definitively more flesh than a plant matter.
Okay. I'll communicate
Which
that.
with the the fungal spread that you guys had seen in Smokebend, that was far more fungal.
Okay. Is this poison?
Is what poison?
Is it like toxic to the touch or anything like
No.
that?
No, not at all.
Okay. So I'll share what I have found with Rill and Jelena. Do either of you feel more comfortable taking the lead here? Because we're really looking for Vesta. And the trail is gone cold as far as I can see.
I'm not very trained in tracking, but I mean, I can take a hit. And fire.
That's true. Ted, do I see signs of Vesta anywhere, or like, is the trail truly gone cold?
So here it is a lot harder to find any particular tracks. But go ahead and give me another survival roll.
Okay.
You guys have been doing well following the trail. It's led you like to this door. You're confident he stepped in, but
So I used my inspiration. I got a 1 in 400 chance.
2 1s. So
I sucked in
It's-
the most epic way possible, apparently.
no, that is just how sometimes the dice tell what the story is.
It was even my
So-
good Nerdarchy one.
Hey, just because it's a Nerdarchy die doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It alters the story.
It means it's
on
your side
tonight.
It means
So
those dice are balanced and
it's
fair.
not even about sides. So what that tells is that something has moved through here within the time frame of when Vester came through.
Okay.
The floors are clean. So you tell me, what type of creature do you see moving across the floor? Clearly, some hybrid of something that its mere presence is removing any tracks from the stone floor here.
It's a Roomba.
It's a... It would, for all intents and purposes, be mechanically a gelatinous cube. However, this is not a natural occurring creature. This is not something that is organic in the traditional sense. It is instead a gelatinous dodecahedron.
A gelatinous dodecahedron. All right, so I gotta write this note down.
On the other side of the building, Ted, I would like to touch the fleshy wall.
Okay, you touch the fleshy wall, and it feels like you are touching another living thing. It doesn't like pull away, or it doesn't react like it's been tickled, but like you can feel like a heartbeat. You can feel a pulse. You can now sense this very subtle flex in and out, as if the wall that you are touching is breathing.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts. And just going for the surface to see if this building has a mind.
So at first, you don't really get anything, and I'm not forcing you to probe deeper, but I'm just kind of like allowing it to kind of settle. You search around, and it's as if you have stepped into a vast room with a flashlight. You can't capture all of it at once. While I describe this as like a building shoved up against the edge of the dome, like we're not talking about a small like 2-story house. This is a large structure. It is large enough that the two parties have come to opposite sides of the building through separate doors, and you are completely unaware of the other's presence. As you are mentally looking around through the thoughts, you've got this kind of flashlight trying to take in what's there. Snippets of thought. Some of it is as if it is reminding itself to breathe, that it's forcing itself to kind of remain alive. As you mentally move your flashlight to another portion, you get this sense of a less active thought, still there, but almost as if part of it is dormant. This desire to become active again, this almost for lack of a better word, this need to draw in the chaos.
So it's similar to the other creatures because they also had to remind themselves to breathe.
Correct.
Okay.
I call out the Buzz. Buzz, is everything okay?
Yeah, this thing is alive and thinks.
As I kind of tap on his shoulder again to remind him that he's talking. Buzz, are you there?
Yeah, this thing is alive.
That's it. Okay.
It thinks.
I mean, as I kind of see the walls moving, I'm like, yeah, it needs to be alive to do that, right?
Yes,
Is
but
this like what
not-
happened in Smoke Bin?
It is kind of like that. Everything that's alive doesn't think though.
I guess.
So it's I don't know. It's like the other creatures that it has to keep telling itself to breathe.
Do you think it feels pain?
I would guess it does. I mean, if it's got to remind itself to breathe. I mean, otherwise, it probably wouldn't be concerned about not breathing. I don't know what this means. Maybe they started experimenting here, and like the Vester and the ones that escaped, and maybe I don't know, like homing pigeons, where they just knew to come back here, because they weren't. I don't think they were made here. They were made down in Scorchville.
I wish I had the answers myself.
Well, I guess we must continue on and see what's going on here. This place seems to be some kind of, I don't know, factory?
I do a. Is it alright to do a quick investigation check to make heads or tails of this area?
What are you looking to investigate? And what
I
are you looking
guess-
for?
I guess like obviously someone's been at work here, but to see if it's a factory, a lab, or
Well, right now you are in a
purpose.
corridor.
corridor.
You see that there are some pipes that have come out of the building. You know, you can see that there is conduits along the walls, but you don't see. You haven't delved far enough to see any mechanisms, or to see any kind of workshop as of yet. You can hear something happening, and you would stake your fortune or what little you have on there being some kind of machinery somewhere within this building. Obviously, like the few people you've spoken to have called it the workshop, so that can only mean something, but most people have no idea what specifically happens in here, and it creeps most people out.
I looked to my current subsection of the party. I'm all like, shall we proceed?
I
Am I gonna
believe,
find-
I believe that's the only way we're going to find more answers.
I mean, assuming Big Guy doesn't mind, I'll go on ahead.
I'm with you two. Let's go.
So is the other group pushing forward as well?
As long as Jelena and Rill are cool with it, yeah.
Yes, very much so. Also, I forgot that I had muted myself, and I apologize.
Oh.
I've been making comments this whole time.
Was there anything that you were trying to do before?
Well, I mean,
Moving
I was trying to make a check there, but the time has long since passed to do it. We're good. Yes, let's move on.
All right. So you guys walk a short ways before another door similar to the first comes. Again, no handle, no mechanism. Yet, as you approach, unlike the outside door, When you get within a few feet, you hear the click before there's even any actual reaching out, and the door again swings just the slightest bit open, as if an indicator that you are welcome.
As we go through this clicking thing, I'm not gonna lie. Benjamin Hannibal definitely takes a deep breath as he hears said click and he's relieved nothing has happened. And then relaxes real fast and says, if we gotten this far, I doubt the tails is more than enough to keep people out. And
I guess
hope,
we'll find out.
yeah, and I definitely don't want to say I hope.
Does anyone not step through the doorway?
I'm going.
I bravely follow from the middle of the group.
Let's go.
Wait a minute, is the bard leading the?
No. I will go through every door. You guys just go in and do your knowledge shit while I lead the doorways. Or at least our
Okay.
party.
I like that you.
So, as you step into the room, the Kane steps in through the door. Who is stepping through the door from the other side?
Probably Doris.
Doris? All right. So Doris and Kane, you are seeing each other from maybe 50 feet away as you step into this chamber. But that is not the thing that gets your attention first. You step into a cathedral of half-finished bodies. Rows of human-shaped forms hang from the ceiling hooks, each one a mixture of metal framework and fungal tissue, like sculptures carved from both wire and wet clay. Most are incomplete. Others twitch with residual nerve impulses that shouldn't be there. At the center stands the most complete of them all. It is a woman, though far from human. You would gather she's about 6.5 feet tall. Sickly green skin with tendrils for hair that look as much plant as hair. Slight horns come out the side of her head. At first glance, it looks like the woman is caught mid-step. Her posture is poised, proud. Unmistakably someone of importance. The right arm has not been formed properly. It trails down into a mass of fibrous tendrils, still dripping with embryonic resin. Her left cheek is smooth metal, polished like a mirror, reflecting your faces back at you through warped angles. Where her eyes should be, one socket contains a full, luminous, symbiotic bloom. The other is just a hollow cavity that pulses faintly, like it's trying to remember how to see. The skin flickers between textures. In one breath, it looks like soft flesh, and next, it ripples like bark-like plates or weaves of living fungus. It tries to speak. The jaw moves, but no voice comes, only a sound like metal rubbing against bone. Then, with a sickening flex, her throat opens, not into vocal cords, but into a cluster of whispering tendrils, each one murmuring a different half-formed word in a very feminine voice. Mother, Bloom, Burn, Soltor.
Dang it.
The body shudders violently, as if rejecting the memory. The legs, different lengths. One foot attempts a graceful step. The other drags limply. Fused to a length of rusted conduit. When she tries to move, the support cables groan, pulling her back into a half-suspended position, like a puppet caught mid-dance. A sweet, rotting scent fills the room, the smell of failed growth. what do you do?
Oh my.
So are we both saying this from different sides? Or is one group saying
Correct.
it or the other? Okay.
Correct.
And she just kind of like rambled off all the archmages' names, right?
No. She said Mother, Bloom, Burn, Soltor.
So Mother of Thorns, Soltor, the guy we're working for, and Bloom. Why does that sound familiar?
It's the drug.
Uh,
Or the Gilded Blossom, or...
The Gilded Blossom's lair was called the Bloom.
Yeah, okay.
How long has it been since we got to this point?
About a
Like-
day and a half, I think.
No,
Are you talking about inside the building?
inside the building? Yes.
Yeah, less than a couple minutes.
Okay.
Is there sign of Vester anywhere?
No, there are. If you look around, it's effort to pull yourself away from the vastness of what is going on here, but there are other doors off of this chamber.
Okay.
And it's like attached to. What is it attached to?
So, like, up from the ceiling and the one wall, there are, there is this part plant, part machine that seems to be working to try to create. Give me an Arcana check.
You said it's got like tentacles coming out of its mouth.
She had parts of her body had tendrils, but then there is a
24.
Okay. Trying to there is tendrils that are coming off of her body, part of her hair, her one arm, but then there are things that are attached to the machinery and to plants that come into her shoulders and into her back that are like keeping her like hanging in place. With an Arcana check of 24, that's incredibly high. There are clear evidence of like cloning being done here, and with that 24, whoever these individuals are, they're all failed clones. The most complete would be this one in the center of this woman that spoke. And I'll give that to you with a 24. This is clearly a clone of the Thorn Mother.
So like, literally, Ted, I know this is all original and whatnot, but I'm getting hard like Final Fantasy VII Genova vibes. Anyone who's a fan of Final Fantasy VII, like, I love the game,
Sure.
but
I haven't thought about Final Fantasy VII in a long time. Maybe a part of me has reckoned back to some of my favorite Final Fantasy memories to bring this in.
no, it's great. I love it. It's like,
It was not intentional.
no, I love it, man. Like, I'm vibing hard.
So, I guess as a player, do we want to ignore this thing? Do we want to put this thing out of its misery? What do you guys think?
If I'm being honest, like, out of character, Benjamin Hannibal sharpening his dagger off to the side, just like, like, all right, well, gotta do what you gotta do, right? But, I don't want to force a party into a fight we're not trying to get into.
Do I see Kane drawing his sword, Tate?
Listen, there's bodies everywhere. Of course he is. Just in case. Who knows what's in here?
Okay.
Well, all of the bodies that are here, most of them don't have enough life to move. Everything is like mounted to the wall or hanging from the ceiling. It is only this woman that gave any kind of indication of moving or speaking, and in this state, she does not seem any kind of physical threat. The wall itself, the things she's attached to, like, are holding her back from doing any kind of serious movement, and she doesn't seem altogether there.
At that point, I guess.
That being said, if somebody was like, oh, I want to walk up and stab her or cut her throat, it doesn't seem like anything would really stop you.
Well,
I would like to
kind
do
of-
something.
Go on, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Robin. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I am observing here that these creatures are partially, like obviously carbon-based, but, like, partially flora as opposed to fauna.
Yes.
And we don't know what she's experiencing or how those words are forming or how much of an opinion is behind them. She could very well just be vibing as a plant lady and not be having a single problem.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I want to study it for a moment, Ted, to see if, when it speaks and it's talking, if it's just like, kind of just, almost like a recording, repeating stuff, or if it seems
Okay.
to be trying to form actual thoughts.
Give me an insight check.
Insight.
I
I'm sure
mean,
I'm great at insight.
I was gonna
Oh shit!
insight-
I am great at insight. That's a 22.
Hey, there you go, baby. Eddie was great at insight in that rolling that 20.
So a sense of self does appear evident. Its lone eye, as you study it, seems to capture you for a moment. You're a little distraught, and you're not sure whether you're genuinely feeling this emotion or whether the pain that this thing is going through is being shared to you. The detect thoughts that you cast, I imagine, is still going, or is that only like
It's a
lasts a
minute.
short time?
It's only a
minute?
minute. So
Alright.
yeah.
So you don't get anything extra from that, but you get the sense that there is definitively a self that's here, and it's not a comfortable experience. It's trying to move, and she can't. It's trying to talk, and each word seems as if it is a chore to get out. Each syllable having to be meticulously formed, and the effort to do so is draining.
So real
The
quick,
six syllables she did speak seemed to be a vast amount of effort.
fellow adventurers. Anybody trained in medicine?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to consult with Jelena and see about like if there's a way to disconnect these tendrils either from it or from the walls themselves, with them kind of looking at it from a medical standpoint, and maybe if someone is good at nature, that might be helpful too. But I'm going to look at it more from the mechanical or arcana side of things.
Okay. All right. Well then, we'll see how this works. Somebody roll medicine, somebody roll nature, and you tell me what you're rolling, Dave. Either something mechanical, tinker tools, or arcana. You got some other thing you want to pitch?
It's kind of the same thing, but I could do either tinker tools, alchemist supplies, thieves tools, or arcana. So maybe just
Take
probably
your
all this. It's probably all the same stat anyway. So I'll just kind of hodgepodge that.
pick. Okay.
I have a 24 in medicine.
I have a dirty
All right.
20.
All right. Who's
But,
rolling nature?
While we're doing this, I would like to put my my handy dandy special medicine helmet on.
Your special medicine helmet.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it a beer hat? Tell me it's a beer hat.
No, it's not.
All right. Who's rolling Who's rolling nature?
Do we have a nature person in the house? If not, I just have a straight up
I was
plus
about to say,
4.
look Taurus monk. I'm like,
I mean, you're a
plant
bard.
lady's
You're
not a nature expert.
You're half trained.
I'm half trained in everything, baby, but
I know.
I can
I
You
know
also don't-
survival, not nature.
I mean, if you can be better, if you're worse than a 2, let me know.
I am a 0 in nature.
How about real no nature?
Ugh, sadly not.
No pun intended. I'll give nature the old college try, the bard college try.
There you go. There you go.
But oh shit!
What do you got?
I'm not 20 that John, baby, 22.
You're good at nature the way I'm good
Nice.
at insight.
So I'd say, while we had the double ones from Doris earlier, we're now seeing several natural 20s. So the balancing scales, have been fitting us well. So this thing has a combination of embryonic growth as well as roots. In this particular instance, some of the things coming out of her back are indeed roots. I don't know what experience Hannibal has with, say, potatoes, spuds, root vegetables that have the ability to expand rapidly with their roots, even not in the presence of soil. But that is what you get when you look closely at these plant-like fibers coming out of her back. What you know is that these root structures that are coming off, they're plain and simple. They are not needed to properly sustain its growth. When you check with Jelena and say that, as is this creature, while it's not in the best of state, it is alive, it is living, it is breathing. Without slicing her open, you can detect that there are indeed organs inside. And when you put your heads together, you see that, while there are these plant tendrils, they're not life sustaining, or they don't have to be. She could exist off of that if that was a desire. From a magical standpoint, it took arcane growth to fuse biological flesh and plant together, to make this creature be what it is. It's clearly malformed. It's clearly not as was intended. So looking at it whole cloth, you could separate her from the growth. You could disconnect the mechanical connections. You could sever the plant tendrils, and it would be just as uncomfortable as, pulling out the IV or ripping off a Band-Aid. Taking out the things that we see in, medical shows all the time. Uncomfortable, minorly painful, but not in any way, shape, or form life-threatening. Doing so would force this creature to exist as a typical biological creature, or force her to yet again find somewhere else to take root, which would then put her back in this type of situation.
So the roots are going into the things around her, not the other way around. Because when you first described it, it almost sounded like the roots were in her, but you're saying she's rooting the things around her.
Kind of one and the same. When you look at it, like, initially there was an aspect of roots being grafted to her so that it could grow. But speculation. As it grew and became a full person, enough flesh matter incorporated within, the roots grew out the other direction. But initially, the mechanics and the plant is what started this whole process.
So, I guess my question is, are we trying to remove this person from and this is me asking the party.
Well, we're looking for the Thorn Mother. If she's a clone of the Thorn Mother, she might have some information if we can stabilize her body and her mind.
Indeed. But at this stage, I don't know if her...
I can get her free if she's willing.
Yeah.
I mean, even if she's not willing, to be honest with you.
Well,
I look at her and say, you don't have to speak. I understand it's taxing. I can remove you from the vines in one shot if you're willing, but it might be like ripping off a bandage that's commingled with the wound. If that makes
So it takes a little bit of effort, a exaggerated breath between each word, but she lets out over the course of like 15 seconds. To what end?
So you won't be stuck here, you'll be freed, and perhaps we can find a way to help with your condition or reverse it.
Fine. Do it.
Wherever Kane is, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna signal for Kane to stay where he's at. But Kane, be ready to catch. And I vortex warp just her, and trying to leave behind all the tendrils into Kane's arms.
Okay. So it's a willing creature. She says she's willing. So there is a sickening little snap as these handfuls of tendrils, these roots break. There's a wrenching sound as the metal cable is severed. And this... Go ahead.
I will move to her and touch her with a level 2 cure wounds.
Awesome. She appears in Kane's arms. Though tall, she is quite frail, and with her uneven gait, she definitely topples. There's not a chance that Kane can't hold her up. You're quite strong. She's not.
Did roll
not a lightweight
in athletics.
Yeah. I wasn't even gonna make you roll, but thank you.
Thank you for wasting that 20.
You roll a nat 20 or a dirty 20?
Oh, it's nat 20. I got 27.
Dice are hot tonight, man.
Yeah,
that is at least...
You just do a clean and jerk with her for no reason.
Kane thinks to grab a mess
I
of
got
pillows.
27 and a 25.
So
I restore 26 hit points.
Okay. That's really high for a second level spell.
I don't know. I just pushed the button.
All right.
It's 4 die 8 plus 4. I rolled decent. An 8, 2, 5.
Oh, I is Cure Wounds in 2024 stepped up?
It's it's 3 die 8, I think, and then each additional level.
That is stepped up.
Was it
Yeah,
2
that's
die 8
stepped up.
before?
That was 1 die 8 a level.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like, yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I
That's
just pushed the
literally.
button.
I just do what the sheet tells me to do.
I feel like
that-
Dave and Buzz were one when he's like, I just pushed the button.
That's literally how I
I don't
Move
math
through the
anymore.
world.
D&D Beyond does all my work.
All right. Well, do we bring her with us, or do we depart? By the way, hello everybody. We were following Vester's trail, and it led us here.
I think we should call the Rock and see if he wants to burn this down, because this is obviously cloning people or things. And isn't this the one he wanted to destroy, the person she's cloned from?
Yes.
Not the person themselves.
So, right. I'm not saying burn her. I'm saying maybe burn the facility down.
After we look through, we still need to see if Vester's here.
we do. Also, so how's she looking now?
So she seems to be a little more there. She doesn't have a lot of strength.
Kane's
Yeah,
gonna
she-
get her on a regiment. We're gonna fix this.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, is it already kind of known that she's like plant-like and stuff?
Are you saying, does she know that, or
No,
are you asking if you guys know that?
I'm asking if we already know that.
Yes. I mean, like, you did the you did the nature check. You
Just
know
wanted to
that.
Just wanted to double check and stuff, you know,
Yeah,
because I'm about to use
you're-
a spell slot. Speak with plants. Brother, look, anything past second level, I always double check and ask.
Sure. You don't need to cast a spell. She has the ability to speak.
Oh, okay. I guess,
Is that getting easier now that she's not connected and she got some healing in her?
Yes. Yep.
I guess we'll just ask, like, what is your experience? What do you know? How can we help you?
My experience is limited. I am only a handful of weeks old. I have vague senses of people and things. I have knowledge without the concept of how it came to be.
What do you call yourself?
I am created to be a copy.
Okay. Do you have a concept of self?
I have a desire to survive. I have an implanted concept that I am to be the ruse. And as she's talking, it's as if she's trying to decipher what's in her head. And the questions you're asking are prompting thoughts that she didn't really think because she hasn't had reason to.
Can I check the patient out
Sure?
and make sure she's okay? I'm gonna
And with your ridiculously high medicine check, like she's
mhm.
she
Okay.
is
Well,
not in the best medical shape. Like her wounds are healed with what Buzz had done, but at the same time, she is not properly formed. Biologically, her one arm does not end in a hand that it's supposed to. It is tendrils, and they do seem to like move and flex, but they don't seem to have the same capacity as what an arm should be able to do. So her left arm, like she can move it, but instead of it ending in a hand and fingers, it ends in a series of like vines.
okay.
Her
I
one.
would like to kind of probe in her mind. Is kind of more what I'm thinking with my hand.
All right, so you want to cast detect thoughts or something else?
Yeah, but I want to use my helmet telepathy.
Okay.
And I want to specifically look for the location of the original mother, not the ruse.
All right. Is that a saving throw, or is that just something that?
Yeah, it's a
does?
saving throw for her. Yeah.
Wisdom.
Yep.
All right. It's gonna fail. I assume. What's your DC?
On the helmet it says 13, but I'm like a 17.
Yeah. Magic items, you use the actual what it says, but that still fails.
Yeah.
So you want to probe deep and find out where the Thorn Mother actually is.
Yep.
So she would not know the specifics, but she does know that the Thorn Mother has been through here recently and has not left through this door. Therefore, you can only speculate that she would be within.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use the final part of this
Okay.
and cast a suggestion,
Okay.
possibly.
That time she succeeded. He's got a 24.
Similar suggestion. We'll wait till tomorrow then. It's fine.
So what did you suggest? Because you actually, as part of the spell, you actually say.
I was going to suggest that she was not going to be the Thorn Mother. Or whatever the hell her name is.
Well, she wasn't going to be the Thorn Mother. She was coming to the realization in the conversation with Hannibal, and I was getting to this before you guys acted. She is meant to be the copy for the sacrifice, so that she could be found and dealt with, and assume that the Thorn Mother was no more.
Well, then I probably would have tried to suggest that she's not going to do that.
She has conflicting desires, because she has enough wherewithal that she doesn't want that, but a part of her knows that is why she was made.
I don't know if I need an insight check for this, but can I see that confliction within her?
Absolutely.
That's what I was going to ask too.
Yeah,
Hi,
no, but
Bobby.
she shares that thought, and she shares it in a way that, like, without the youthful tantrum, but she shares it with the youthful naivete.
I would literally look over to Dolores and be like, hey, we need some granny wisdom over here. Like,
Doris is going to walk up to her, and Doris will, if she allows, like, she's going to go about this relatively softly so that she can easily be turned away, but she wants to just take her face in Doris's hands. And she says, "My dear, sweet child, every life is precious, and every life belongs only to its holder. You choose what to be. No one else." And then she'll just kiss her on the forehead.
So while your hands are still like on her cheek, your words hold a truth, but not in the direction you think. Right now, I am beholden to the lot of you. I'm too weak to do my own. And before then, I was literally attached to the wall. I have never been in control of me. I am held by those around. So yes, whoever holds you is in control.
And let's put that in your hands. After this.
I would like to offer her food. Because she's probably never eaten.
It's a lot of different emotions that are all kind of wrapped into one.
Have fancy snacks. Do you want some? And put a little bit in my mouth and eat, and then for her to eat too if she would like. That way, the plant person knows it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is another method of consumption?
Yeah, it makes you strong.
I've never derived sustenance in such a way.
Well, you can try.
So she takes a small bite, and the vines, the tendrils on her left arm kind of like, twitch and shudder as she slowly begins eating the jerky. I don't feel that it was enough to make me enough to keep me alive.
Communicate with the building?
I never did actual. While it is alive, I don't know that it has a sense of self. If it does, I have never interacted.
It thinks. It wants to get
Everything that is alive wish to stay alive? Is that the very concept of living?
Yeah, but I feel like it's in a more deliberate and sentient way. Less instincts. Matter of fact,
It legitimately happened? Or, whether it was just your imagination in this horrific place?
I wouldn't put anything up to chance here.
Well, for now, I think you should just come with us, and then we'll figure out something for you, or you can let us know what you want.
If you'd rather, I'll take you out. And we can meet up with the others where we found beds. So essentially, out of character, I would be removing myself from potential combat or whatever else you guys need help with, but I can take her and try to get back quickly because I am really fast. But I don't know, I don't know where we're at for our inn in relation.
A while. Like, you guys traveled for a while. So, you could either take her outside and bring her along, and have her be a part of whatever happens next, or you could literally just be like, all right, you wait here in the corridors outside of scary plant room, we'll be back for you shortly. However you, or any other thought patterns you might have.
I mean, if you're gonna take her out, which is fine and dandy. I mean, do what feels right, right? I'm gonna depart my water skin and say, you should stay hydrated. As I, kind of show her how the water skin works. Like, yes, water is great.
Well, had you not shown her, she would have just literally dumped it on.
So I show her like, yo, delicious, nutritious, right? As I kind of give it over. I haven't needed a water skin in years since I've, been acquainted with bars, so you can use that.
All right, so what are you doing there, Doris?
Can I run her outside the building and steal a cloak off a clothesline just to give her cover, so there's not just what essentially looks like a monster in the middle of a street, right? But a woman in a cloak, maybe, right? And just tell her if you wait here, then we will return for you. If you choose to go, that is also your choice, because your life does not belong to us.
So you tell me, you're gonna wrap this all up into one roll.
Okay.
Between finding a cloak, convincing her to stay still, finding a spot for her to hide until you return.
Mm-hmm.
You got one roll. You tell me what you're rolling, and then give it to me.
Survival, because I want her to survive.
All right.
Oh, it's cocked. It would have been good if it was on the cocked. Oh, it's still good. So that's 18 base plus 6, so 24.
All right. You are confident not only in your ability to some cover, and that she will remain until you return.
Okay. And when I get back to the rest of the party, I will tell them that. Because my speed is very fast. I have 35 speed, so I can dash in, dash out.
As you step through the doorway, the corridor narrows, the living metal drawing closer around you as though urging you forward, or funneling you into a waiting mouth. The walls tremble with a low rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat magnified through miles of cable and bone. Then the passage opens. The next chamber is vast, impossibly vast. A spherical chamber stretches out around you, its curved walls glistening with bioluminescent veins that pulse in a slow, deliberate rhythm. They illuminate the room in washes of turquoise and violet, as if the entire place breathed in light rather than air. Suspended at the center of the chamber is the core, a great orb of swirling liquid silver, held aloft by thick spiraling conduits of metal and mycelium interwoven so seamlessly that you cannot tell where machine ends and organisms begin. The core churns like a storm contained within glass. Memories, equations, fragments of consciousness drifting through its currents. Every few seconds, a pulse of light ripples outward traveling along the conduits like a heartbeat sent down into iron arteries. Each pulse shifts the room's color, changes the flavor of the air, alters the sound beneath your feet. The floor trembles with each beat. As you step closer, the chamber reacts. Panels unfurl from the walls like petals opening in morning light. The air warms, then cools, then warms again, as if though testing your presence. Somewhere deep within the metal, a sound rises. Not mechanical whirring, but a low resonant hum of something thinking. And then you notice the shapes. Near the base of the core, the floor is littered with cast-off growths, like shells of fragments of failed symbiotic bodies, each one shaped almost human. Some incomplete torsos fused to the conduit, others limbs or half-faces, features blurred as if forgotten mid-creation. Then they form a ring around the core like broken offerings. One of them shifts, barely. A twitch of fingers that never finished being fingers. The air grows heavy with a scent like hot metal mixed with blooming flowers and rot. A whisper travels along the conduit with the next pulse of light. Faint, layered as if though a dozen voices speaking at once. Contain, adapt, correct. Your skin prickles, your teeth vibrate. You feel the engine, not in your ears, but in your bones. The chamber watches you, not with eyes, but with the awareness of something ancient, something vast, something built to endure chaos, and now determined to evolve far beyond its original purpose. As you stand at the threshold of the core, you realize you are not merely inside a machine. You are standing inside a living decision, and it is trying to decide what you are. As you take all of this in, you see another figure standing before it, as if in commune with this sphere of silver. It is a testament to the creature that you recently took outside. This Thorn Mother stands pure and perfect. She stands proud. Each limb correct in all of its certainty. And as you step into the chamber, she turns and looks in your direction. Well, I may be the Thorn Maiden. I might be the Thorn Mother. But it appears you are the thorn in my side.
I mean, you might not be that either. You might not actually be real.
Also, boo.
Why do you chase me?
Are you not responsible for what happened? I forget the district's name. Excuse me, Ted. But,
Smokeman.
Smokeman. Are you not
True to-
responsible
True
for what
name,
happened?
true to name now.
Right? Are you not responsible for what happened at Smokeman?
To which incident are you referring?
The bungle expression, the bungle expansion and the Beltronism and everything that's happening there for years.
Oh, the fungal expansion was indeed a failure, yes. But I was not completely responsible for it.
If you're gonna blame this on the plasmoids, I mean, that's kind of low. But I was like, say it like that, because yeah, we know how you were getting your type of grind.
Oh, the beings who took part in the drugs, it was not their fault.
Just the one that made it happen.
What do you mean?
without you cutting them up, torturing them, and having them made into snort dust, yeah, maybe the fungal infection would have not happened.
And you were saying I did those things?
Uh, did you not?
I was not the one to personally do it, no.
Did you order it?
It was one element of what our guild was known for, was a part of. But come now, I cannot know what all agents are doing at all points of time.
As I very sarcastically turn to my group. Oh, well, it's all fine, folks. It's, nothing to see here. It was just a oopsie daisy.
Weren't we tasked with stopping her
Indeed.
or bringing her in?
Indeed. One of those two.
Oh, so in that case, I'm going to go step kind of like behind Kane or towards Kane, and then Thorn Whip.
Actually, wait a minute. If you want a little bit more surprise to it, if Ted would allow it, as a second level, I can cast Enthrall. The spell, it says, I weave a distraction string of words, causing creatures of my choice that I can see within range to make a wisdom saving throw. Those creatures would, we are fighting, would automatically succeed. We're not in 50 cups just yet. But, more importantly, they have a -10 penalty to wisdom perception checks and passive perception checks. If you're looking to get a little bit of surprise, Dave.
I don't think that's Buzz's MO. I mean, he's just going to cast Hunter's Mark, step to the side, Thorn Whip. If that's initiative, it's initiative.
Yeah, I would say that's Are you attempting to cast Hunter's Mark with like any kind of subtlety?
No, not at all.
So, I will allow you to cast Hunter's Mark. But she will say, like, blatantly to you, Buzz, do you seriously wish a contest here? It's not going to go well for you.
Buzz is pretty sure he can get out of here. All right. So he just ignores her and does what he's going to do. Like, this is what we got to do to get our freedom. Thorn Mother was on the list. After Thorn Mother, there's only one more thing.
So Doris took the other one out, yes?
Yes.
I'm going to, and Doris has the Rock of Calling.
Yeah, sending stone.
Tasked with finding the Thorn Mother.
We were tasked with bringing her in alive.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. So, with needing to bring her in alive, I have things I want to do, but I'm waiting until Ted tells us what's going on. Because I have, instant type things I can do.
Well, like, out of character, just saying, now, granted, this is not me endorsing a fight. I'm just saying, you'd be surprised what you could live through. Out of character. Just saying.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, knowing that she intended to sacrifice that poor girl upstairs, Doris is ready for a fight with this lady. And, Ted, you tell me when we're doing stuff, because I know Dave wanted to do his stuff first.
I don't know.
All right. So as Buzz decides to cast, a spell, and she makes that comment, is there anything anyone else wishes to do?
Yes.
Can I cast Hold Person?
Is she
You
a
want.
person or a monster?
Well, hold thing. If it's a
Hold-
humanoid, it'll work.
Yeah, she's not necessarily humanoid. That's the concern.
Is she humanoid?
She maybe used to be humanoid. Or
Yeah.
maybe she is. I mean, you can try it.
But I was
Whatever
gonna
works
try
for the
something
role.
similar. I was gonna use my teleport and then
Polymorph.
stunning strike her, basically.
I was like, I could polymorph her and make her
if this
humanoid.
works.
Because Dave reminded me when he came out to visit how ridiculously broken stunning strike is.
Yeah, stunning
no.
strike. Stunning strike is problematic.
It's way less broken than it was. It wasn't really broken. It just could be a pain in the ass.
Pretty good. That's what I'm gonna say. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Not bad. Anyway, Ted, you tell us what's going on.
All right, so I guess we're rolling initiative.
Hey,
I didn't want to do that, but it's all good.
Oh,
You don't want to do that? You don't have to.
I'm gonna. I would rather roll initiative and have me on the board.
that's a 21.
I got a 14.
17.
I'll put that in chat. 14.
where's all those nat 20s for that double run? Come on.
Right? Ironically, as a trait, I think I had something to do with initiative. Let me triple check that.
All right. What do you have there, Buzz?
21.
What
Oh,
do you
wait a
have,
minute.
Hannibal?
This is an ability check, isn't it?
I have an ability called Initiative Swap. After I roll initiative, I can swap my initiative with one willing ally.
You can trade with me if you want. I don't have anything to do for the first turn, and I rolled really high.
Hey, Ted.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
willing to trade. I'll be
I'm-
the 25.
I'm going to use my flash of genius to take my initiative up to a 25 as well.
You can have it.
You guys
maybe-
can fight over it.
No. I have my own 25. I don't need yours.
No,
I
I
bar-
know. I mean, you
I-
guys can fight over who's going first.
I borrowed a 25.
We go.
You
at
can
the
have it.
same
You can have
time.
it, man. You can have it, man. I'll see how you
Oh,
proceed.
I
and
wasn't
then
trying to go before anybody in the party. I want to make sure I go before her.
Okay, well, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure.
I was just teasing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think you got it, Dave, and I'll go after you. Okay. Assuming.
Is that a 16? Nope, not that one. Yeah. Taurus. That is 17. 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing?
I'm at 12. I was typing a list.
Oh, there we go. Jelena.
Initiative.
Right, so between Buzz and Hannibal, who's going first?
I will allow Buzz, assuming he has.
What are you doing, Buzz?
Since he went all gusto.
Thorn Whip.
All right.
AC 22.
That will hit.
Alright, Thorn Whip does. Oh my god. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that's much better. 11 plus. 17 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
So 6 of it is force damage, and the rest is, that looks to be piercing. And then she will be pulled 10 feet.
She is not pulled.
Oh, okay. I shall not.
As if she is rooted to the spot.
Okay.
Oh no.
What? Anything else you're doing?
No, I just think it'd be funny if I pulled 10 feet towards her.
Do you want that to happen?
Yeah, I don't. Well, so she's in the center of the room, right?
Yes.
And we were kind of like at the doorway. So how far is that?
I mean, it was a vast chamber. So like you could, like from the outset, you were like 30 to 50 feet away. So you would have to have been like moved close to be able to be within Thorn Whip range.
Yeah, I would have to move within 30 feet.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
I'm assuming you guys moved to conversational range of 20, 30 feet away.
all right, so now I'm probably like 10 feet away from her then, because I get
Okay.
as my thorn whip pulls and it can't pull her, so it just pulls me towards her. Oh, you know what? I also do have an ability I forgot from the subclass that does damage too, which is another 4 points of. I think it's the same. It's the same as the damage done.
So 4 more.
Yeah.
Nope. That one. All right. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Okay. Well, this will be an excellent time to remind everybody in my party that I have not built this bard for combat. But what I will do is this. I will, if we're in conversational range of 30, 35 feet or whatever, I'm going to pull myself to 60 feet. Right? But stay in range of this spell. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at first level.
Okay.
It's a Wisdom save, DC 16.
Two passes.
Yeah, I roll like garbage as well. You're only going to take 4 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Psychic.
She doesn't seem bothered.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, not just damage is garbage, so I don't expect her to be bothered. And yeah, I just let it happen. And that's going to be my turn.
You truly wish this fight? She looks to you, Buzz, who started this. I am completely agreeable to a conversation, but if you wish to push this, I will push it.
I love the Strahd on Zero Fish energy. Just saying.
Are you willing to have that conversation somewhere else?
As long as it's a conversation, yes.
Well, then I guess it only makes sense for us to allow this conversation to happen with our employer then, if you're willing to come speak.
It depends upon who this employer is.
Come on, man, you know.
It's one of
Good old Riven.
I don't.
Good old Riven.
I don't know who you threw our asses out that bit, but like I don't know if there's a reaction. Thing to be like,
I mean, that guy wheels
Really?
and deals.
Truly, he wishes to have a conversation now of all the things that he has already had a hand in. He sends lackeys to summon me to his chamber. How droll.
Actually, he just said bring you to him, and preferably alive. And we didn't think
Of
you'd
course
come
he
and have
wants
a
me
conversation.
alive.
We didn't think you'd come and have a conversation, so we were going to have to rough you up a little bit and take you back to him. We really don't have a choice.
I'm truly not worried.
Oh. Maybe we picked the wrong fight.
Yeah, I go over my shoulder. I think she's bluffing.
brother, I think we picked the wrong.
Do you
fight with
truly
the
wish to
initiative.
test me?
Like I said, unless you want to come with us and have a conversation with Riven, then I don't think we have a choice.
And what is he offering?
Offering us?
Yes, what to what end do you serve one such as he?
Well, unfortunately, we owe him a favor. Several favors for a favor done.
From what I see, Warforged, I feel you of all of them belong with me and my kind more than with Riven.
What do you mean
And
by
you-
that?
You force your will on others and make them so that they're like us. That is not right.
I force no one.
Well, those spores weren't exactly looking for consent.
As stated, those things were a failure. Those that willingly sought a diversion from the crap that is this dome come again willingly to what we service. There are always boundaries that need to be pushed to find new avenues for entertainment. How long before you stepped into this dome, before you sought out what new pleasures this dome offered? I dare say not long.
Yes, but I was looking for the said substances that were being sold, not for your secret, infect everyone with the hive mind virus.
The hive mind was not my virus. It is not what I wished. As stated, it was a failure.
Well,
Wishes can be fishes because it doesn't matter what you wished. You are responsible for your actions, whether the intended outcome is what happened or not.
And is your beloved Archmage better than I?
No,
He
that
killed
freaking
more
guy,
than I did.
That freaking guy's a duster and a half. But you know what? Unfortunately, he's holding the leash now. So now we're your problem, one way or another. Either you'll have a conversation, or we're going to have to take you back to him. And if we don't get you today, we're going to just keep coming until we do, because we have no choice.
You don't wish to serve him either.
I can't speak for everyone here, but I don't wish to serve anyone.
I'm gonna second that hell nah.
yeah, like, I have no warm jollies for this dude neither, but at the same time.
Ted, do I believe what she said about being able to handle us easily?
Guys, give me a insight check.
Yeah, I mean, like, she.
Does
tanked
somebody
everything.
is somebody else insightful? Let me see what I got.
I
Okay.
mean, I didn't roll an insight check.
Okay,
but
it's a 12.
I mean, I didn't roll an insight check. Just hearing from DM description, she tanked things pretty tanky. Like,
I got a 12.
Can I roll it and see if she's flammable for insight?
You can't determine if someone's flammable with insight.
Okay.
You can
so
with
what-
fireball.
I was
Alright.
making sure, like, how
Okay, so
squishy she was.
so if you want to roll your insight and see if she is reacting to the fire in your hand, go for it.
Why would I roll?
I don't know.
The wrong thing. Sorry. I gotta click the number. 16.
She does not seem concerned with the fire in your hand.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe we got here on the wrong footing. But
Riven has his means. And I dare say that he's probably, if he's got you on the hook, he's been following your progress. But here, and she gestures without looking to the massive swirling silver orb behind her. Here he has no power. Here he can't see or hear anything we are doing. There's no way to have a conversation with someone not in this room from within this room.
even with stones that may be voicers.
Yes, even with such things.
Uh,
Sending stones are not exactly uncommon. But its magic is halted, prevented, blocked, stopped even, in such places as this. This chamber is far older than any that still call this dome home.
I guess that would
This
be
chamber
true.
was created at the time that this dome came to be.
I guess that is true because if a simple scrying spell could pierce this area, I doubt we
A
would
simple
be
scry cannot pierce this area.
Indeed. That's why we will not be having this conversation now if it could.
So, how about this? Instead of tucking your tails and leaving to hunt me another day, or to needlessly throw your lives upon the floor, I offer you this. You probably don't like me just as much as you don't like Riven. But what if I could get you out of his deal, possibly even out of the dome? You go upon your way and never have to deal with this Archmage again. What would you say?
To what end? To what means?
I mean, travel between domes isn't exactly safe.
I can help with that.
So, with that question, and with the thought lingering in the air, that's where we're gonna end this, and we'll come back to this conversation and see exactly where Under the Dome Balaria is gonna go next week. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. If you're enjoying Under the Dome, you can always check out new weekly, content over on nerdarchy.com with all of the things that I've been doing. At this point in time, there's a lot of Under the Dome content over there as we've been exploring different things. When this campaign is over, my intention is to kind of touch base with each of the players and begin exploring the domes that these characters have come from, so that we can have a more expanded world and see exactly what Under the Dome is gonna look like with future domes. So with that, check out all those links, do all those things, and until next time,
Stay nerdy.